There we go. I'm going to wait a couple extra seconds because I really want to play this song.
I agree.
That's just the picture. Hold on. Let's try this again.
STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys, Jeremy, Leo, Larry, and Nate. Scott's out sick. Jeremy, Leo, Larry, and Nate. Scott's out sick. Jeremy, Leo, Larry, and Nate. Scott's out sick. STS Podcast. STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys.
Oh, what is going on, everybody? What is going on? Welcome to this week's episode 169 of the STS Guys. I am Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Hey guys, I'm Nate.
And Scott's out sick.
Scott's out sick.
Scott's out sick. No.
Hey, you know what? Quick shout out and pour some out for the homies. You know, like I said, back to classic STS Guys member Leo.
Aw. Good old
Leo.
We
Awesome.
should like at some point, like if we make it like 5 years, you guys should text Leo and see if he wants to come back on for like the 5-year anniversary episode.
A guest episode for what were those first 10 episodes like?
That would be amazing.
The suspense.
How much better is your life now that you left us behind for better things?
Or the fact that like the question is like, whoa, you guys are still doing this?
Yeah, probably right. Like right. Afterthought, like
STS Guys is still a thing.
Oh yeah, like
Cool.
I remember Larry. We met those like 10 times.
Yeah, those classic 10 episodes,
Yeah.
including I said all-time favorite classic episode number 1. I said where Scott and Jeremy got really drunk.
Yes,
and cussed a lot.
Yes,
Hey,
a lot.
when you're going live for the first time, you can't really, you can't fault that.
Well, this was
You're a little
this was even
nervous.
before live.
This was, yeah.
Oh, that's
But
true. It's before
We were-
recording.
doing a podcast for the first time. You're
It
nervous.
says I'm gonna have to go back and figure out who Leo is. Go back to the first 10 episodes.
Yeah, he might have missed a few in between there too, but he was Leo was the original 4th STS guy, and then Nate came along in episode 11, and there were 5 of us for a brief period of time before Leo decided he was too cool for us.
Yeah, it's okay. You know
Geek
what?
Together raid.
Yeah, what's up, Geek Together? Thank you guys for hanging out and sending people our way. If you didn't know, Geek Together, they record their podcast live every Saturday night on Twitch, an hour before us at 7 p.m. Pacific. So we just got rated on Twitch. So thank you, Geek Together. We should do a quick shout out to the chat. We'll see
Shout out to the chat.
we got Mountain Meg, Ed, Baby Light, Jessica, Clint. What's up, Clint?
Clint.
Geek Together, Sneak One, Sean, El Local Guy, Gene 68, Manny, Night Bodega, Steph, more Ed, Gary,
Good.
more
Gary.
Manny, more Sean. Hey, there's Nate in the chat. I don't want to miss anybody. I think that is everything. So thank you guys for all hanging out, and thank you, Geek Together, for sending people our way.
Hey,
and
guys,
Jeremy's in the chat too. What's up, Jeremy?
Good old Jeremy in the chat.
That silly scamp.
Well, I guess you could say it's been a week, right, guys?
It's been a week.
look, Scott's here
Ah.
without even being here.
It's so much better when Scott's not here to hear Scott's voice.
He lives in infamy.
I
Well,
do
like-
have a sad. It's been a week story.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I do have a sad and it's been a week story. So
What happened, Jeremy?
I lost a dear friend of mine today. Mini fridge. I said due to power, due to power outages has died. So meaning, I said here, like I said, it's not just the fridge, right? Like I said, it's the stickers. Like I said, all my stickers from all of my podcast friends are now gone. I tried to peel them off like so carefully, and it just didn't happen.
That's the worst.
It's
a long time like thing, you know. It becomes your very own mini fridge with all those stickers.
Yeah, like so I guess I think the power outages were just too much on the fridge, and like all of a sudden it started making like all sorts of crazy noises, and then all of a sudden no more cold beer. Hence why, it's Coke Zero, because that's the only thing that's cold. Nice. So we don't have any beer in the main fridge. But yeah. So
what I'm hearing is that people need to send you some more stickers.
Yes, I need more stickers.
Ed says he'll hook you up with some new stickers.
So. I proudly display my stickers. So like so they do not go to waste. I proudly display my stickers.
They're gold, man. Like they're the one thing that like I collect that you're kind of supposed to use by sticking them on something, but at the same time, like I don't wanna waste them. So I get it.
Exactly, right? Because there are some things that were on that fridge that I know I'm not going to get back. Like there was some classic Nerd Foo stickers on there. There was, like I said, there was, a podcast from long time ago. One of our favorite podcasts, Tomorrow Comes Movies. Like I said, there was their sticker on there. Yeah, like it's all gone.
I know you had 3 beers and a mic, 4 Dorksmen, right? Everybody we shout out at the end of the podcast. They all had, right? We got stickers from all of them. I would say like our friends, but I would also say our family.
I don't have friends. I got family.
No, exactly right. So yeah, so that was a rough thing this week. And then the positive thing, adulting and exciting. I finally got my Dyson fan.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
That's high speed.
Just in time for summer.
Well, 2 funny things, right? So, like, one, it's weird buying a fan because when it was just like frozen, like said here, like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I need a fan because it gets warm upstairs, and then I need something that's not going to be loud on camera and on mics, because of work and things. And so I'm like, this thing is amazing. So, shout out to Dyson. They make a great fan.
Shout out to Dyson, man.
Shout out to Dyson.
No, I mean Dyson makes some fancy products. I went and got my haircut recently, and he had a Dyson hairdryer, and that thing had some serious power. I was surprised. So shout out to Dyson.
Shout out to Dyson.
We're promoting Dyson on our show, guys. We're not sponsored by anyway.
Cade's Arcade approves of the Dyson Fan as well.
Yeah, Cade's Arcade. I think I just saw Middle Newland show up.
Oh yeah, what's up, John? John says he's got John says he's got some Toy Rewind stickers for you. So.
Awesome. I will proudly display them. I said I think I'm not going to go fridge this time. I said once I get my new fridge, I'm going to actually take a page out of Larry's book. So Larry actually has a pretty cool setup for his stickers on the back of basically this board. I think I'm going to take a page out of your book and do that.
It was a wooden Christmas display that I spray painted black.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
I've learned that with stickers, like, so I've got quite a few that I haven't stuck anywhere because I'm like, I don't want that to be something that I can't get off later, like in Jeremy's situation. So now I've learned, put it on things that are permanent, and it's never going to go away.
Well, the fridge felt pretty permanent, I'm sure. But...
I'm sure it did, but like my laptop here, it's decorated.
Yeah.
So even that's not permanent. So I'm like, maybe. No,
not. I'm lucky. I have a really old Tiny Ghost sticker. Like it's like the Frankenstein Tiny Ghost that is on its 3rd laptop now. Like it survived a good like 6 years plus somehow. So like this first thing I did when I got the new laptop, I carefully peeled it off and it has survived. So that's like one of my favorite stickers. And when I ever have to get another work laptop, I'm going to be super stressed that I'm going to lose it. Cause like literally like before BIM Toy and like Tiny Ghost was popular, like resold like a few one-off things. And one of them was those stickers. And I was lucky enough to get one and it's super awesome. And I love it. But I so don't want to lose it.
That's scary. I think I know which one you're talking about.
It's the green little ghost. Yeah, you've seen it. Like it's been there the entire time I've known you, man. Like it's a part of me.
I've got a pretty cool It's Been a Week story. At least a couple of them, actually.
Oh, cool. Go for it.
So you guys know a good friend of the podcast, Prime to the First,
Josh.
Oh,
yeah, Josh.
Yeah, so me and Josh, and I've told you guys this before, but we've been spitballing this idea of like doing our own action figure podcast because he's, heavy into the action figure collecting community. I like to take toys. I collect figures. We're always talking figures in our DMs. He makes props. So we've been on, a couple of lives together, and we've kind of chatted after like, hey, we should do this like a more regular thing. So we finally decided to launch our own podcast, and we're calling it The Figure Booth. And we actually recorded our first episode this week. So we're not doing it live just yet. Maybe at some point we'll do it live, but we're just recording it, and then we're going to be debuting on Anchor and then all other major platforms as well. So that's pretty exciting. This week is more of like our origins episode. You kind of get to know a little bit about me and Josh, how we got into collecting, and then we talk a little bit about the toy community, toy photography, and sort of like our views on collecting and things like that. So please go check us out. Our first episode debuts tomorrow. So I'll be posting links in my stories and stuff like that. So please check us out.
That's awesome. Congrats, man.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I'll tweet out the links and stuff from the STS Guys.
Thank you.
Accounts and stuff when it goes live. So yeah, that's awesome, dude. So I'm super stoked for you guys to check it out. I saw some people responded to your story and stuff, and they were looking forward to it too. So I think it's a great idea, right? Like we talk a little bit of figures on here. But it's mostly like, movies and TV and that kind of stuff. So it's awesome that you guys can talk about collectibles and dig a little bit deeper onto that kind of stuff. So, and Josh is a great guy. So it should be awesome.
And Josh brings a whole nother audience too, because he's got a lot of people that I don't even really know that are pretty avid followers of his stuff, and people that he knows. So it'll be cool. It'll be bringing sort of our audiences together. It should be fun. So we'll see where it goes.
Awesome.
But on top of that, speaking of action figures.
You get a Mezco?
Yes, I did. Got a Mezco. So if you guys are playing bingo, you guys go to podcastbingo.com/STS Guys. You just got a bingo square.
Bingo!
Yes. This thing is massive.
Whoa.
This is called the Mezco Toys Bodega Box. So this was their fall NYCC Con exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
And it comes with Hazard Squad Gomez. This is just the box, but you can kind of use this as a dio. Like you could put this in the back of a shot and make it look like a store or something. It's pretty cool. It's got little like hints from stuff. And I was talking to Larry earlier, but one of the hints is on the bottom here. Oops.
The turtle? Look at that.
Is that a turtle grabbing a piece of pizza with a Mezco sewer plate?
That's pretty cool.
Holy shit. So they could be doing
Turtles.
TMNT.
I feel like that's got to be a foreshadowing.
Like I need any more turtles.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many turtles out there, but like a Mezco turtle would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but this thing comes with so much stuff. You get a lot of Mezco swag. One thing that's really cool is this. It's like a prop pizza. I can't take it out. It's like a mini pizza, 1/12 scale, and then the figure comes in this big box that's also a dio. Sorry, I have not actually opened this. I just got this today. So that's the Hazard Squad Gomez figure, which is really cool. He's kind of like a space marine. Pretty awesome. And then to top it all off, it comes with this huge accessory pack just of weapons and a gun chest. Sorry, you can't really see that very well.
It's okay.
But just a ton of different weapons and a guns chest. And
yeah, the guns chest is cool.
Tons of great stuff. So very stoked to open this up.
Well, I know you'll probably be posting pictures up of it tomorrow. So
yeah,
another reason to go check out figurefan_Nate on Instagram so you can see better pictures of that awesome box. Like I kind of forgot about it. Like I was thinking it was the Toy Fair one because that just happened, but no, it's the New York City one from like October.
Yeah, it should be getting the. Sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's cool. I was just gonna say it's cool that they're shipping that one, but yeah, the other one should be coming pretty soon too. I'm actually surprised it took them that long to get that to you, but that's okay.
Yeah, this one I expected a lot sooner because it was fall. So it was announced. I think it was released back in November is when it went. So it's been a while. But yeah, the Toy Sphere one, the Mezco Toy Sphere, that one's actually, I think, supposed to come on Monday. So I'm getting another
cool.
Mezco
another
week.
big Mezco haul, because that one came with a ton of cool stuff too. So.
Yeah. Going a little Mezco ham lately.
It's okay.
Oh, Mezco.
It's okay.
Mezco exclusive.
It's bonus season and stimulus season and all that stuff. So it's okay. Tax season, right? Like,
so speaking of that, right? I will just talk about that right now. I filed my taxes because I'm like, I just want to know what I owe, or or hopefully I don't know. The IRS is on top of it this year. I'm
really?
Like, holy cow! I literally filed, then like 3 days later, like I said, my refund showed up.
Oh wow, that's awesome. I haven't even thought about it because I notoriously am bad at doing my taxes, and because of that winter storm we had. Texas gets an extra 2 months to do their taxes. So I was totally going to take advantage of that extra 2 months and not do mine till like June.
I just filed mine today, actually.
Good job, Nate.
Yeah.
I'll let you know in 3 months how mine turns out. But I'm not planning on doing it right away. And I'm pretty sure I owe money. So no hurry.
I normally owe money. And then I just wanted to know how much because I want to do some remodeling. And so I'm like, do I take under the remodel or do I owe it all in back taxes?
Yeah.
Ouch.
It sucks. Well, like
will
you said,
I have money or will I owe money? That is the question.
Exactly.
Adult stuff.
I know.
Do you have anything else, Nate?
No, that was the main stuff that I got for this week. The podcast and then the Mezco.
Yeah, I mean, both of those are super awesome and super huge. But I bought an action figure today. I literally didn't do much this week. So good thing I went to the store. So I went to Target in Georgetown, Texas.
Yeehaw!
Like Georgetown's close. It's like north Austin. I don't know. It's maybe 30, maybe 45 minutes from like downtown. It's pretty far north. So I had never been there before, right? Some people like even live there and commute downtown, which is crazy. But so I'd never been there. Anyhow, I went to the Target in Georgetown. It was super busy because Texas is back open. You don't even have to wear masks. So that was weird. We still wore a mask, but a lot of people didn't. In case anyone's wondering.
Well, the governor doesn't help either because he's like, everybody doesn't have to wear a mask anymore.
Yeah, and like some of the stores, I didn't specifically notice on Target. I think some of the stores still have like signs up like they want you to, but I don't think they're like strongly enforcing it. So we'll see. Not to take away from your It's Been a Week, but I saw that there was an interview from a guy that owns a bar, and he's like, I still want masks enforced in my bar. Yeah.
And I try to put a sign up there, but people come in and like, there's no federal mandate, so I'm not doing it.
There's not much you can do.
Yeah.
Right. You're not going to get in a fight over it or call the cops. You can't do much. Yeah.
He's like, I can't really kick them out. All I can do is ask that they wear a mask.
Well, you also don't want to make people angry in Texas.
True. That's one state where you don't want to piss people off.
That is
true. So like like I think with some of like the main chains and stuff like that, right? Like so, like where the big box stores, I said they still have like said requirements and stuff like that. But I think it's like a requirement, but a loose hey, we're gonna have the sign out saying mask required. But if you don't, we're probably not gonna say anything because we don't want to start new shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like you said, like that's kind of how it is around here. Like
yeehaw!
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw!
So anyway, enough politics and masks. I went to Target. I didn't buy a pop, even though they had a pretty nice pop section. But I bought a Marvel Legends. Ooh. I bought this Thanos.
Ooh, nice. That Thanos is like brand new. It just came out.
Did it? Okay, yeah, I hadn't seen it. I hadn't really seen anybody post it yet. There's one guy like walking around the store when we were walking over to the toy section that had it in his hand. I'm like, ooh, that looks cool. And luckily they still had like 4 of them on the shelf.
Nice.
But it's a huge figure, right? It comes with extra Infinity Gauntlet, actually like 2 extra Infinity Gauntlets, and extra head. It's pretty cool. So I haven't opened it yet. I'm pretty sure I'll end up opening it up and throwing it on the shelf. But I don't know. I'm watching, right? I've talked about this every once in a while. I'm rewatching the Marvel movies. Mm-hmm. I just finished Infinity War. Like Thanos is pretty cool. I had to get this figure. Why not?
It's funny. I just watched Infinity War like 2 nights ago.
Yeah. It's pretty good. It's actually really good.
It's actually really good.
It's really good.
Yeah.
So
What'd you get, Jeremy?
we're talking about Marvel Legends, right?
Yes.
I got this awesome Marvel Legends
nice.
Venom.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
That's pretty cool too. Another oversized figure.
That Venom is really cool though.
It's freaking awesome. Like I'm like I didn't want to go down the Marvel Legend route, and I didn't want to go down like but when I saw it, I'm like, man, that's pretty cool. I have to have it.
Yeah,
so,
and that's what the Thanos was too, man. I don't need it, but
the Thanos. Now that you said that they're there, like they're probably not
Georgetown, baby.
I'm probably gonna have to go pick one up.
Yep. I mean, you could check ours. I don't know, but Georgetown had quite a few of them.
I have to say, our toy section sucks.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like they had so much new stuff too. Like they had some of the WWE stuff. Like they had some Fortnite stuff, which I know doesn't matter, but they actually had it. They had all the Masters of the Universe wave with like Merman and She-Ra. Like I know those were a little bit hard to find. I bought the Merman at ours a while ago, but I hadn't seen them since anywhere. But they had a ton of them at that Target. So I guess anytime like Target gets stuff, I'm probably going to be heading up north a little bit and go to Georgetown.
I also, speaking of figures, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to put a poll out to the audience too, and so I want you guys to weigh in too. I finally decided I want to buy a hot toy. Like, just
really,
I want one.
Man,
I want one. You know, I had a couple extra dollars, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it's time. I'm like, I've always wanted to actually own one of these things.
I've never ventured into hot toys territory, but that is like the cream of the crop in figures.
Yeah. So, what are you guys thinking? I'm thinking I want an Iron Man.
I was going to say that I would see you grabbing a Spider-Man first. To be honest.
So I keep on toying back and forth, right? Because like I said, they actually just released this metallic-y looking Spider-Man that has this iridescent refractor glow, this glow base that it comes with. Mm-hmm. So that one's pretty cool. So I think I'm torn between that one and an Iron Man, just because I'm Tony Stark and the whole MCU, and they're pretty awesome. Like the Iron Man figures are pretty awesome.
Yeah, they are really, really nice. A lot of them have die cast, light up features, just all kinds of accessories.
That suit translates well into a figure too. I don't know specifically for I'm sure the Hot Toy Spider-Mans are nice, but I think that just the kind of, like you said, metal and metallic suit looks better sometimes than the cloth stuff. So I think Iron Man would be pretty rad to throw up on a shelf.
So I'm going to venture out and buy a hot toy.
Nice.
Are you going to go out to a local shop, or are you going to try to just find something online?
I'm just going to probably go to Sideshow and get something direct offline. Because honestly, I have no problem waiting for figures, because I don't know, that Spawn Kickstarter that I invested in back in July still hasn't shipped.
Oh, really? Ugh.
Yeah. So
COVID, maybe, I don't know.
Oh, honestly though, so at this point in time though, I'm like, everyone's starting to the figures are slowly starting to trickle in, and then I said I'm starting to see them pop up, and people are really sad that they missed out on these. And so it's one of those situations to where I'm really excited to get those Spawn figures. But I don't know if $600 it.
Yeah. Especially after waiting all this time and stuff,
right?
Sometimes the hype dies a little bit. So
you think you might sell it?
I think I might sell it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they're going for more now. Wait, is the Spider-Man, sorry, going back to your hot toys, was it the Spider-Man armor? The MK4 suit?
It's the one that's let me see if I can find it. So yeah, talk amongst yourselves.
I think I might have found it, but I don't know. Sorry, I was looking it up as soon as you said it.
I'll talk about something real quick while we look for that. So if you didn't know, we talked about it last week, but we launched a giveaway.
Holy crap.
So, and it's still open. It's going for, I think, another 2 weeks, right? Because I set it up for 3 weeks. So it's probably got about 2 weeks left. You can get daily entries, so don't forget to get your daily entries if you already entered. And if you didn't see, our friend from JT Customs, he's going to throw in 2 soda tops too, which got delivered to me just the other day. So you'll get 2 Funko sodas sealed, 2 soda toppers, all right, the original soda tops to go on top of those, and then you get a Barney Funko Pop and This Is Fine Dog Funko Pop too. So 4 awesome prizes for our Super Mega Prize Pack giveaway.
Did you just say super mega prize pack giveaway?
I think he did say super mega prize pack giveaway.
I did say super mega prize pack giveaway, and head to our Twitter and you can find the link.
It's super mega.
Super mega. So
that's actually a pretty cool prize pack. I like it. That's the one I was thinking.
Yeah. So, but yeah,
okay,
so it comes
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it comes with like this black light base to where, like I said, all these like this will show up. Like I said, once it refracts under, like I said, black light. So
that's one thing for just like quick lighting thing. I've actually tried doing that a couple of times in shots where you put a figure like on top. Just pretend this is a light. You put the figure like right on top of the light, and it lights them up from the bottom. Man, it makes such a cool difference in photos. So I can totally see that base being used for photos.
That is a pretty cool Spider-Man.
It actually looks really good.
It's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it's like I don't necessarily. I don't know if I'm like said really like, into following down this line, but I've always wanted one. I'm like, you know, let me just get one. Like
I've been tempted so many times to get a hot toy. It's not even funny.
Like I think the dangerous thing with me, right? And Larry knows this about me. So, and this goes back to when I said me and Larry first started hanging out. Like I was like, oh yeah, I have a couple pops. And that a couple pops turned into like 900 something. I said, like in a very short amount of time.
Yeah, it happens, man. And hot toys are way more expensive than a $10 pop. So
yeah, and I can't be talking. I'm collecting Mezcos all the time, and those get expensive.
I mean, if you're super selective, right? Like I could, like if you probably should get the Spider-Man, and the Iron Man's pretty cool. Like if you just stick to like the core, like Avengers, you know, that's not too bad, right?
I think they just released the Mark 50 Endgame.
Yeah,
Tony? That would be a good one to get.
That would be cool.
That's the one I'm thinking of. Like so with him with the Infinity Gauntlet, and
it comes with the Snap Gauntlet, and it comes with like the power going up his neck and stuff.
Yeah,
so it's like at the moment of snap. It looks really cool.
Would be cool.
It's freaking sweet. Like I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it's gonna be dangerous to go down this route, but I'm like, I think it's time. It's time.
yeah, they're cool.
Just be prepared. When you get it, you might love it, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go order 2 more.
Yeah.
On a complete side note, because I know we have like said no topics to talk about.
There's so many things to talk about. What are you talking about?
I do have a get up on this that I found.
Oh, you do?
Oh, that's good.
And so I said this is the first time you guys are gonna be hearing this too. So, what web browser do you guys use? So I'll probably Google Chrome, right?
Google Chrome.
Yeah,
Chrome for sure.
Throw that garbage away. Like I found a brand new web browser that's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called Opera GX. So basically, it's a gamer version of Opera's browser.
Yeah,
but the extensions that are built on it are amazing because you can literally turn everything in the dark mode, so that way you don't have the screen reflecting on you. You have, like I said, it's quick loading. It doesn't take up as much memory. You can do a whole bunch of stuff with it. Yeah, it blows Google Chrome out of the water. Like it's amazing. So
nice.
That's cool.
Opera GX, get up on
it. All right, cool. I've downloaded an Opera browser before, but only to use for like the SDCC hotel sale to have another browser open. So I'm familiar with Opera for that, but I'll check it out. It looks cool. I Googled it. I see the dark mode and stuff. So sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chrome.
Yeah. So get up on this.
Yeah. Good
Opera
job. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say. I know we don't have a solid topic, but Nate probably doesn't even know about this. But Jeremy threw out a question, or actually, Jeremy sent me and Scott a picture in our work chat of a picture of a box of macaroni and cheese, and then posed the question: which type of Kraft macaroni and cheese is better, the unicorn shapes or the classic, boring, just the macaroni shape? So Jeremy is definitely team shapes because he's got his box of unicorn there.
Yeah.
But I threw a Twitter poll up. I don't know exactly. Let me check. It was like the fun shapes did not win. It was like 2/3, right? It's like 2/3 for the original boring elbow got about 2/3 of the vote, and fun shapes only got about 1/3. So
that means 2/3 of people are wrong.
I mean, they're both good. They both taste similar, but
to be fair, I would go with the elbow.
Oh, Nate, that hurts.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me, Scott, and Jeremy were all team shapes, so we're like, this is gonna be a landslide, and nope.
Well,
you gotta respect the elbow.
So Clint had responded, and he's like, "Oh, hey, you know what? He's like the elbows they can hold more cheese." Like said on Twitter, I'm like, "Nay, sir." I'm like, if you look at the actual pockets on the shapes, right? Let's look at that. So you got pockets. So
it's true, yeah.
It gives you the perfect cheese to pasta ratio because of I'm calling them flavor pockets. They got flavor pockets.
Flavor pockets.
It works. Ed supports your flavor pockets. He's team shapes, but their household's divided because Jessica is elbow all the way.
See, the only thing about the shapes is that they start to fall apart. I feel like because
then like
maybe I did,
maybe
but like they lose their shape fairly quickly.
Yeah, you overcook them. Yeah, so you gotta. It's a fine balance of cooking because they can go from really good to really crappy really fast. So it's one of those that you have to watch.
Maybe I'm just shaking it too vigorously.
And then most people would think, he has boxes of macaroni and cheese, for his his kids or something. I have no kids. Like I'm a grown-ass man buying unicorn shapes.
Yes.
Well, because normally I'll buy like the SpongeBob's, or I think they had like the Paw Patrol the other day. I'm like, but the only thing they had on the shelves because after the storm, unicorns. So guess what?
Unicorns,
the unicorns came home.
I guess that's more of like you're remembering what it took you to get those unicorns. So you're like, I had to suffer through freezing weather, loss of power, loss of water, and now I got my fucking mac and cheese, and I'm eating these shapes.
Oh, I want fucking ham on those shapes too.
That's the thing. Like when you're starving, mac and cheese is like the best tasting thing ever.
It's pretty good, man.
It's weird, right? Because like I said, if you just look at it on the surface, it's not
fairly basic.
It's not very good.
No,
like I said, you have to be like in a very certain special mood to like this type of macaroni and cheese. I'm not even talking about because they have the good macaroni and cheese, the shells and cheese where you can they have the squeezy like cheese in there. And I'm like, that's pretty good. Like I said, it's pretty good no matter what
the squeezy cheese.
So, but this is like, you know what? This brings you back to when you were a kid. Like, you had your shapes, you had your Totino's pizzas, you had, you know what? Maybe it's me trying to recapture my youth.
Throw on some tailspin and eat your mac and cheese.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some Saturday morning cartoons. Watch Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah,
go to town.
We had macaroni and cheese one day this week too, but we did have the boring elbow because that's like all they had at HEB. That's what we got right after the storm. When I did my shipped order, that took like a week to actually get processed, and they just texted me like, they're out of this. They're like, they don't have the shapes, but they have this original kind. Is this an okay substitute? It's like, yeah, just bring me some food, man. Like, I don't even care. And then it's been a month and we just finally ate it. So it's not like we were dying, but man, it got rough in Texas. You couldn't find macaroni and cheese anywhere.
That's why I have unicorns. There was no shapes, but unicorns. No SpongeBob to be found.
It's a shame, man. Or even Paw Patrol. No. Which is so ridiculous. Related question, no prep, like restaurant wise, right? Because Kraft macaroni and cheese for what it is pretty good. Like for just some powdered cheese in a box that you can either cook on the stove or you can get the Easy Mac and it'll be ready in 3 minutes. It's pretty good. But what is the best restaurant mac and cheese you've had? Oof. Any thoughts? Mine's fairly random. It's actually from a place in Chicago that I've only been to once, but it was that good that I remember it. And as soon as I go back to Chicago, it's what I'm going to go eat. It's called Lily's Q. It's just like a barbecue place that had pretty good barbecue, but they had really good macaroni and cheese.
That's a good one. I'm actually going to say, remember that food truck at our old work that had like the uncomfortable amount of bacon that they put, like that giant pile of bacon that they put on top of the macaroni and cheese.
I do. That was pretty good too.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was like Gilbert, right? Gilbert Food Trucks. Yeah,
that was the Gilbert Food Trucks. Yeah, but was that's up there, at the top. If I had to say like someplace that I can readily get now, It's actually this place in Oklahoma. I said in the giant casino. Yeah. There's a steakhouse up there, and they have a jalapeno mac and cheese that they make. Oh,
sounds pretty good.
It's delectable. It's amazing.
Delectable.
It's delectable.
Dang.
It's a fancy word for some macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, that is real fancy. Now I kind of want it.
How about you, Nate? Can you think of any good macaroni and cheese that you've had?
So I remember, and there's a local place in Phoenix called like First Fridays. When you go down to Phoenix, they always have like a bunch of food trucks around there. And I remember the best one that I got, and this is kind of cheating because it's not strictly mac and cheese, but I think it was called Cheese and Love and Happiness. And it was like a food truck that specialized in grilled cheese mac and cheese sandwiches that came with like meat and other stuff on them.
Okay, that sounds really good.
By far the best mac and cheese I've ever had. Because not only was the mac and cheese good, but the fact that they made it a sandwich and it came with like pulled pork or some kind of brisket or something, or hot dogs like Ed was talking about. They had like bratwurst cut in there.
Oh, yeah.
That was so good. So I always like now I have a new appreciation for food trucks, specifically with mac and cheese, because they always have some crazy artisan style that I've never had before.
That's cool. And it's an easy thing to make, so it totally makes sense.
Yeah, and like that's the thing. You can make your own mac and cheese. So if you're going to get restaurant mac and cheese, make sure it's something special.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be special. There's a place here that I've been wanting to try that it keeps on popping up. I said on like either like Facebook ads or something else like that. My dang advertising works.
Yeah.
Twisted Mac. It's a mac and cheese restaurant that's located here in Texas, where it's literally this entire restaurant of just mac and cheese.
Oof.
Like sounds amazing.
Different styles of mac and cheese. I think this needs to be an adventure at some point in time, but it looks absolutely amazing.
It looks good.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Yeah, they got like a pizza macaroni and cheese and bacon. The pizza one looks really good. It's got like pepperoni on top. It looks kind of like a pizza, but I know it's macaroni and cheese underneath.
Going back to boxed mac and cheese, I know everybody loves Kraft.
Yeah.
But I will recommend Annie's mac and cheese.
I don't know if I've ever had that. Only because Kraft is like the staple.
It is the staple, but I will say Annie's is not a bad difference. It's usually shells, but they're really good holders of the cheese.
Yeah, it's true.
Because they're cheese cups.
Yeah.
Yes.
Little flavor cup.
Little flavor cups.
It's cupping that cheese.
It's got a cup of cheese.
It's getting right up in there. Just giving it some good support.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. That's Annie's is the one with the little rabbit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Green box.
Yes. And the cheese is like real cheese. It tastes really good.
Oh, okay. It's not the powdered.
It's not the powdered stuff.
That's
it still is powder, but it says it's made with real cheese.
Okay.
Real quick, talking about the powder though, and I said I wish they would still sell this. Then I think I may just buy a couple boxes of mac and cheese. Do you remember also when they packaged the mac and cheese powder separately that you could actually sprinkle in your popcorn?
Yes, I do actually. Like the popcorn that came with additional cheese powder that you could just
yeah. So
really?
Sprinkle on it. The mac and cheese brand powder that you could sprinkle on your popcorn. Good God, it was amazing.
That sounds pretty good.
Elizabeth, are you throwing shade on Annie's mac and cheese? Is that what the throw up sign is for?
No, she doesn't like cheese, so she doesn't like any macaroni and cheese.
Oh, that's
at
too
all.
bad.
Like zero macaroni and cheese.
Darn it.
Jessica does bring up one thing that I wanted to bring up too. Underrated. Chick-fil-A macaroni and cheese is indeed delicious. It's for fast food mac and cheese. It's really, really good.
I've never had that.
It's close to my favorite. Like it's that good. It's really surprisingly amazing.
Is there anything that Chick-fil-A can't do? That's really
apparently not. No, I got their. Have you had their cookies? Their cookies,
yes, they're
really
actually good. They're really good.
Right, I've to hit that $12 free delivery DoorDash limit. Like I've been having to throw on a cookie on my order the last couple times.
Oh shucks!
And now it's a staple because it's that good.
Nice.
So that's my new discovery is Chick-fil-A chocolate chip cookies. They are quite amazing.
Well, talking about like chicken and in general, in terms of like chicken nugget or some chicken tendies, who has the best chicken nuggets or chicken tendies? Wall
Best
Street.
chicken tendies. I'm gonna pick first on this one.
Go for it.
I'm going with Raising Cane's.
That's same.
Best chicken tenders.
Raising Cane's is pretty good, man.
I mean, I like Chick-fil-A, don't get me wrong, but Raising Cane's, there's just something about it that sets it apart a bit.
So
Just
I'm gonna
tastes
say
good.
Tumble 22, which, like I said, it was a food truck. Now they
Yeah.
open a restaurant. I need to go. Do that. But Ed brings up a good point. I've passed this place a whole bunch of times. I said, and everyone keeps on telling me to go to Bojangles. I think we need to try.
Really?
Bojangles, yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's funny. It's funny that you bring that up. Sorry to interrupt.
You're fine.
I went to North and South Carolina recently. Bojangles is everywhere out there,
Really?
and I had never really seen it before. So now I need to try it.
Oh. There isn't one here. Well, that's Bojangles Music School.
I thought I saw one here.
It doesn't seem like it. They are east. There's one is that Louisiana? I don't know. I don't know my geography. No, that's what state is this? It is Mobile, Alabama. It does look good. It's it's actually the kind of chicken tenders I really like. So I guess if I ever find myself in Mobile, Alabama, am I saying that right?
I think it's definitely more of an East Coast thing.
Yeah, it looks really, really good. I will check it out. But Raising Cane's really good. Zaxby is pretty good too.
Zaxby's to me is like I want to be Chick-fil-A and I want to be Raising Cane's, but I don't know which one I want to be. So let me try to be both. And so it's like the mediocre, the line's too long at Raising Cane's, the line's too long at Chick-fil-A. I guess I'll have Zaxby's.
They're pretty good. Like I've started getting them tossed in their barbecue sauce. Like you can't do that at Raising Cane's. But to be fair, Raising Cane's cane sauce is 1,000 times better than any sauce at Zaxby's. So I don't know. It's okay.
100.
It's okay. Like when we first moved here, it was new, so it was like, oh my god! Like the first time we really liked it, but I think we were just starving. So that wasn't a completely fair comparison, but it's okay. I really haven't been there in a couple months, but it's a thing. Odin Pop says, if you have banchan near you, try it sometime. Korean fried chicken. Interesting. I have not had Korean fried chicken. I've had Filipino fried chicken at Jollibee, but that's close as I've gotten, I think. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to Jollibee this week. We'll see what happens. We're gonna try. The one line in San Antonio looks like it's died down according to the Google reviews. People said I only waited 30 minutes, and the food is really good. Yeah,
crazy. It's still that busy.
Yeah, it's been open December, so yeah.
Wow, that's a good sign.
So we'll see. Yeah, so we'll see. We're gonna try
more.
If you go this week, apparently I was talking to Scott earlier today. They're dyeing the river green for St.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
I always wonder what the after effects of that. Like, how do they get the entire green? What am I trying to say? Water green, all the water. Like, how much color do you have to use to do that, or what do they use to do that? And is it permanent?
I don't think so, because they do it in Chicago too, right? And that river's really big. I haven't seen the San Antonio one yet.
That's true.
But I don't know. It must last for a little while, and then eventually it gets right. It just thins out, and it's no longer there. Or maybe it's just always a little green. Who knows? The Chicago one's gross, so it's entirely possible it's just always a little green. Can't even tell.
Well, because normally the Chicago River is brown as it is.
Yeah, anyway. Because there's so much waste and garbage in there. Yeah, it's gross. Elizabeth does brings up one of my favorites. Shane's Rib Shack does have really good tossed chicken tenders too. I don't know if they have that anywhere else besides Arizona, but Shane's Rib Shack is pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know.
So
need some tendies.
I know we don't have a whole lot of content, but Jeremy kind of did a get up on this. So we're kind of going through a low point right now with content, right? WandaVision is done. There's not a whole lot of new shows going on right now. So I wanted to see if you guys have something that you've been watching that maybe other people aren't aware of, like a get up on this. Because I've got one. I recently tried Apple TV.
Oh, yeah.
And was actually pleasantly surprised by the amount of content that they have on there. and the different variety of shows. So there's one show, and I know he hasn't had the best popularity lately, but it's a show done by M. Night Shyamalan, who made Sixth Sense and Signs and some other stuff. It's called The Servant. It's really good. I think we're finally towards the season finale of season 2. It's pretty awesome. So I highly recommend The Servant. If you haven't checked it out, go get up on that. It's kind of like a horror show / sci-fi / paranormal type thing. It's a lot better than I expected it was going to be. So it's good. And Apple TV, just check it out. There's a lot of good content on there. That's quite a good selection of stuff. I was surprised.
Have you watched that Tom Holland movie Cherry on there? I know that just dropped up there.
No, that just dropped, I think, today or yesterday. I can't remember. But I'm waiting for my wife to get back home. We're going to watch that together because she wants to see that too. Because
I want to see drugged out Tom Holland. Like
I know. Talk about a different role for him.
Oh yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah,
that's weird.
But yeah, Servant's a great show. So I wanted to see, do you guys have things that you can recommend to get up on, new or old?
I have one, just in case people haven't seen it. Dropped on Wednesday. I said the South Park vaccination special came out.
Oh yeah.
So they had the pandemic special that came out a couple months ago. I said if you didn't watch the South Park kind of one-off pandemic special, I said that was absolutely wrong and twisted in so many ways, but it was so what the world needed. I said in terms of a laugh. So I had really high expectations. I said for the vaccination special, wasn't as funny as I felt as I said as the pandemic special. But I said it was still nice to get some new South Park. So definitely get up on this. And in terms of an old show that I've always been told been good, I'm like, but I've never actually sat down and started to watch it. It's The Expanse on Amazon Prime. It's actually a pretty good show. It's actually really, really good. I think 5 seasons of it. It's like a sci-fi show. Like it's really good.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
I haven't really watched it either.
I don't have much, but I remember that we have this cool get up on this graphic. So there's that. So
get up on this. Get up on this. Sorry, it's an impromptu get up on this, guys.
No.
I just figured we could.
Like you said, it's light. This is one of those kind of winging it episodes, so it was perfect. I don't have anything like life changing to mention. I think I've actually mentioned it before. So I'm rewatching the Marvel movies, so that's happening. I'm on Ant-Man and the Wasp still. Like I didn't really watch that much this week. Scott and I did a new episode of the Totally Rad Movie Podcast. Officially, like it exists, right?
I saw that.
It's not dead yet because it's actually a thing still. So we watched The Jerk. Thanks again to Ed for sending us that Blu-ray. But we for the next one, Scott said we should watch Gremlins 2, which I think we discussed on here a couple of weeks ago. So in preparation for Gremlins 2, I'm watching Gremlins 1 first. So I'm like halfway through Gremlins 1, and then I'm gonna jump into Gremlins 2, and then we got Hulu back on recently. And I when I was looking through Hulu for something to watch, I realized that I had fallen way behind on Superstore. So I was catching up on the most recent season of Superstore. This is like the final season and it's kind of wrapping up. I'm not sure how many episodes are left, but it's still really good. It's kind of like a different really good because they pivoted really well. And like this season's all kind of COVID related, right? They work at like a Walmart, big box type store, which was, obviously totally impacted by COVID in real life. So I think they quickly broke some episodes kind of around that, and they're quite hilarious because it's super relatable. So if you've watched Superstore and maybe you're like, yeah, it's not for me, or like, that the last season was kind of, it's running its course. I get why it wasn't renewed. But this new season is actually really funny, especially like the season premiere. It's quite hilarious. It's all about, just kind of catching up on the COVID stuff. And it's hilarious because we all lived it.
It's so relatable.
And are still living it. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll probably keep living it for some time.
Ed says he thinks there's only 3 episodes left. Yeah, that probably sounds about right. So I'm going to be sad when it's done. It's not like the best show in the world, but I've really enjoyed it. I started it late, but it's something to watch.
So you know what? So what was I watching the other day? There was like I've been because of this lull, right? I'm like, because we get you come down off this high of like WandaVision, and then you're like, oh, there's no content. But then just to think, like I said, next week we got like a double hitter.
We got 2 big things coming next week.
Great content. So we have HBO. I said Max. I said Snyder Cut Batman.
Yes,
that's crazy. That's coming. So that's coming up.
Cannot wait.
And then I said, I think it's another 2 weeks after that. Like I said, we have Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Like it's bam, bam, bam. Like I said, for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, and they just dropped Tom and Jerry on there recently, which was a fun watch. You know, if you're into the classic cartoon, it wasn't that bad.
So speaking of that, did you hear what happened with that, Nate?
No.
So apparently, I said some people got to watch. I said like the first like hour and a half of the Snyder Cut because someone had screwed up when they went to go play Tom and Jerry. It actually played the Snyder Cut of Justice League instead.
Why couldn't I have been one of those lucky people?
Oh no! As soon as I read the story, I'm like I thought of 2 different things. Right? I'm like, watch this be just a viral story just to get clicks on.
I bet you that somebody accidentally put it on there. Yeah. They were definitely trying to like create some.
I'm not gonna lie. I went to go because I could care less about Tom and Jerry. I don't want to go watch it. But at the one time, I'm like, hey, can I access the Snyder Cut?
Oh, absolutely, right.
And so I tried.
If they got 100,000 extra clicks on Tom and Jerry for that, like somebody's like, worth it, right? It's that crazy marketing technique that they're like, why not, man? You let just enough people watch a little bit of the Snyder Cut early, just builds that buzz. It gets a whole lot more views on Tom and Jerry. That way they can go back and be like, oh, look how many people watch Tom and Jerry.
It's true. Tom and Jerry is definitely not one of those movies I would ever buy or go into the theater to see. But the fact that it was on there, I was like, okay, fine.
We haven't watched it yet, but I plan on checking it out.
It's middle of the road. It's middle of the road.
It's free. It's there. I'll watch it.
It's free. Yeah.
It's right. It should have. Yeah, it would have been. Say it again, Jeremy.
I said it's what you'd expect for a free movie. Like, nothing like, oh my god, that's amazing, or like,
Yeah. It was like the perfect one to throw on HBO Max, right? Like Nate said, I don't think a lot of people would have went to see it in the theater, especially people without kids. Like I guess, but I don't even think kids really like Tom and Jerry that much. So it was kind of a weird pull.
Tom and Jerry are like that.
Yeah,
it doesn't exist to them.
And it has some adult overtones too. So you're like, is this really made for kids? I don't know.
Maybe, right? They're trying to do nostalgia, but I don't think anybody's super nostalgic about Tom and Jerry. But because even that was a little bit old for us. Like, I don't know.
Ed is wondering if you are a WWE Network subscriber, Larry.
No, I am not. Didn't it switch over with something? Like somebody bought it? I forget. I don't know. Or Google will know. Or
Nate, are you gonna watch the Snyder Cut with Zack Snyder next week?
Like doing like a watch along?
Yeah, they're doing a red carpet premiere / watch along with Schneider.
Oh, nice. Is that debuting on HBO Max or like what is that?
I don't know. It popped up as a Facebook event for me.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Maybe I'll have to check that out. I just want to see the damn movie.
Yeah.
Like if it's anything like the Watchmen one that he did when that came out, that was pretty cool. So yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll have to check that out. I'm really excited to see it.
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours is a long time. I'm gonna do it in like 2 nights probably.
It's gonna take me like a month to get through that.
I'm calling bullshit on that right now, Nate. I'm like, there's no way you're doing that over 2.5 nights. You're gonna watch it all night.
I probably will. I'll stay up really late to finish it.
I guarantee it. I'm like, there's no way you're breaking that movie up.
No, you called it. I wasn't sure if you got Peacock through your cable or phone service for free. If you have to sign up for Peacock, let me know. I've got a promo code you can use, Larry.
Cool. I do not currently have Peacock, so Ed, send me a message.
Ed, you're always looking out.
Yeah,
thank you, Ed.
We will check it out. But that's cool. I don't know. There's a lot of good stuff. We just kind of hit the boring week. This is the lull, and then I think we'll be back at it, which is cool. Does anyone know what is it? Falcon and Winter Soldier? Is it just one episode or is it 2 episodes? Have they said yet?
I think it's one episode.
They did 2 for WandaVision for the first, and I think they did that with Mando.
I think so too.
I'm hoping they keep that trend for Captain and Winter Soldier.
I did see somewhere where I guess it's hard to believe any type of leaks with the Marvel stuff after WandaVision being a mess, but I did see it's supposed to be like kind of the villain of the week format, kind of like the Flash. So we'll see how that goes. And then it kind of, Baron Zemo's kind of pulling some strings or whatever. So I don't know. I'm still excited, but
hey, villain of the week though with MCU.
Yeah, it should be good.
Like, I'd be interested to see that.
Right? It might get a lot of cool villains in there.
I'm hoping the rumor is true. One of the rumors is one of the villains is Omega Red.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool if they had like Zemo as the overarching villain, and then he like sends these smaller villains after the team.
Yeah. That's the video that I watched kind of was hinting at that.
Okay.
Right, like he's kind of he's sending other people as like a distraction, but he's really the real big bad for this little story arc. But it kind of doesn't really play out till the end, kind of like a WandaVision thing, or like you didn't really get Agatha till reveals herself till the end. So it's probably gonna be something similar. Maybe he kind of shows up and all that, but he doesn't really come out in like full force till the last couple of episodes.
He's got the mask. That's all I care about. He's got
the purple sock.
Purple. He's got the purple sock.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
All on Baron Zemo.
Yeah, it's cool. Well, that was fun. We just killed an hour talking about random stuff.
Hey, if we can do anything, well, it's shooting the shit.
Well, and if you enjoyed this week's episode of the STS Guys, you should probably go follow us on Instagram. We're at STS Guys, and we're on Twitter at STS Guys, and we're on Facebook at the STS Guys. And I am Larry from the STS Guys.
Chilling like a villain.
Show him like a villain.
Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding.
I was trying to say that really slow while I look for the button because Scott's not here. Oh, yeah. And then if you like Funko Pops, you should go to ShubiStore.com, buy yourself some Funko Pops, enter code STS Guys. You're going to save 10%. And then, of course, Animator Apparel Company. They got a bunch of new shirts. I saw they tweeted something. I don't remember the license. Maybe it was Nintendo because it wasn't like Mario Day. But anyway.
It was.
Yeah. Like Animator Pro Company is always restocking with a bunch of new shirts. So go to animatorprocompany.com, enter code STS Guys. You're going to save 10%. And you're going to get free shipping. Animator Apparel Company. It's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best.
And if you like podcasts, we got a lot of friends who have podcasts.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Yes, twice. That should be a new bingo square.
Ooh, double drops.
Yeah.
I like it. Andrew, double drops. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, yeah. If you like podcasts, check out Talking Pops, Pop Collectors Alliance, The Four Dorksmen, Geek Together, Secondary Heroes, Average Nerd Podcast, Dirty Curious, Movie Retakes, The Toy Rewind Podcast, Three Beers, and a mic, and the Totally Rad Movie Podcast, It's Not Dead Yet.
And the Figure Booth.
Yes, and the Figure Booth. Debuting
you.
Tomorrow. I'll add that to my list, Nate, so I don't forget, because I'll forget.
Debuting tomorrow on Anchor. I don't know if we're going to get out all platforms tomorrow, but we'll send you guys a link.
Awesome.
Yeah, and if you guys do Gremlins 2 on your next Totally Rad, I might have to be a part of that.
Okay, I'll let you know. It'll probably be not this week, right, but the following week. So I think we haven't talked about it, but like we tend to lean towards Thursdays. So probably like in 2 Thursdays. I'll send you a message and see if you're busy.
I kind of love that movie, so I'd be down.
Perfect. Very cool.
So Nate, I know you're just now getting into podcasts 1. Kind of going back to my plight earlier. You need a logo and you need a sticker for the Figure Booth.
That is true.
Yes, I know. We have to think of a logo.
Get on Fiverr and go find someone to make you a logo.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. If you haven't already, go on Fiverr and get your Nate from the STS Guys song too, so we can do that Fiverr episode.
Yes.
I know Jeremy got his. Yeah, I know Jeremy got his. I got mine. I know Scott was working on his. Like we talked about it that week when you were out, like a couple weeks ago. So reminder, go get Fiverr song all about you and the STS Guys, and so we can do the Fiverr episode really soon, because that'll be fun.
Awesome. I'm going to do that.
It'll only be $5. Get that, some logos, a theme song.
Yeah.
To $20, you're gonna have like the whole podcast, like
Yes, all taken care of.
all taken care of,
All
right?
wrapped up in a tight little bow.
Yeah,
Awesome.
perfect.
All right. So we good to close it out, guys?
Oh yes,
I think it's been a week. Yeah.
In a week. Okay.
I don't know why I just said that again, but yes, you
So-
can close it out.
For episode 169 of the STS Guys, I've been Jeremy.
Hey, it's Larry.
Hey guys, I've been Nate, and Scott was out sick. Scott's out sick.
Nate, push the button.
Oh, hold on. I was doing a raid. So hold
push
on. The Scott song?
Scott song. Let's do the Scott.
STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys, Jeremy, Leo, Larry, and Nate. Scott's out sick. Jeremy, Leo, Larry, and Nate. Scott's out sick. Jeremy, Leo, Larry, and Nate. Scott's out sick. STS Podcast. STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys, STS Podcast. Guys.
Never gets old.
Hey, STS guys, you guys are a bunch of muddy-ready clods!
What a burger!
You guys don't know that I made this one too. Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish and STS guys. Oh, it's...
That's amazing.
Okay, bye.
Bye.